Welcome to the showcase, baby. Oh, the showcase. Righteous minds. It's your time to shine. The showcase. Righteous minds. It's your time to shine. The showcase.
Welcome to another edition of the Showcase. I got these two beautiful ladies here from here in Brooklyn. Where? That's right, here in Brooklyn. So, ladies, introduce yourself to the audience.
Hi everyone, my name is Jazz.
I'm Jay.
And you all.
Here in Brooklyn.
All right. Let us know, what is here in Brooklyn? What is it about?
Well, Hair in Brooklyn is a networking brand, and it celebrates healthy hair of all textures that derived from our hair journeys. Not only that, we provide a platform for people to share their hair journeys as well, because hair is everywhere. Mm-hmm. Being Brooklyn girls and the love of our borough, just becoming fascinated with Brooklyn. Brooklyn has its own culture. And going on this journey, we found that people are in search of great customer service, especially when they go to a hairstylist or a barber. And what we do is we collect information from these people and people's personal journeys, and we put it together to provide a platform where you could come and educate yourself.
Okay.
One of the other things that Hair in Brooklyn does is that we try to expose talents, hidden talents with the world. We getting back to the platform, we provide the platform where you could come out and expose your hidden talents, because we believe in hair innovation. And hair innovation doesn't just come from stylists. They also come from bloggers. Okay. They come from your inventions. You just sitting in the mirror and figuring out and experimenting. So our Hair in Brooklyn brand is comprised of a lot of different things. We also do product reviews. We do product reviews, once again, going back to the platform, because we know small businesses, they need exposure. So what we would do is we would come out to you. We would give you an interview. We would share your product with the world.
Okay. Do you have any products yourself for here in Brooklyn?
Well, we are currently working on that. As you can see, these wonderful hats that we have, and we have our clothing line that's supposed to be coming out as well.
Okay. Do you get what you said? You did a few events. Name some of the events that you guys have already done, and any special guests or features in those events.
Well, we did do a lupus event. Mm-hmm. That was done at the Brooklyn Restoration.
I am pain-free and totally in sync with life.
Did we aim and did we accomplish everything that we set out to do? Yes. I thank you guys for coming out and supporting and making this event such a success. We could not do it without the support of so many dynamic people. Give a hand clap to yourself.
Yes. Party people is a silky fun and groovy thing. Party people is a silky fun
but you feel like you've been ran over by a Mack truck. That's something you need to check out because the sun and the ultraviolet UV and UVB rays can trigger lupus.
When you're dealing with debilitating situations that lupus kind of throws upon you, it can be very frustrating to have to deal with other people, doctors, medical professionals, for instance, who has to go to the doctor and fill out long sheets all the time. You go from one doctor to the next and you're like, did I not just fill out that sheet? Did I not just do that lab test? Don't you share information? You're like, am I dealing with Humpty Dumpty right now? I mean, seriously. So you want to you have to bite your tongue. And you're like, you know that the lines are long, you know you have an appointment at 2, you're not seen till 4 o'clock. You're like, where am I, the meat market? You really feel like you're lost in the shuffle.
Because you don't know what they're going through. Today they are up and tomorrow they're down. And they need someone to pull them out when they are going because they go. They need someone to pull them back. And so you need to be there. When they are weak, you are strong.
Prove a succinct genetic link, so it's not proven that genetics is all that has to do with the causality of lupus. We do know that there are environmental factors that relate to lupus. We do know that there's stress in the environment. Everything that you deal with in your daily life that can be stressful flares lupus. And lupus needs a trigger. We don't know what caused it. There's certain triggers, but how do we treat it? So the good news is that we do that very well at special surgery in a lot of lupus center here in the city, in Brooklyn, Bronx. We have a wealth of resource here in New York. Other people in Ohio and some other places don't have as many resources as we have here. We have several of the leading lupus centers in the world here in New York. And so we're very lucky to have those resources at our disposal. So they treat it with one big drug, which is a blessing and a curse at the same time. It's steroids. It's prednisone. So the only way we can shut down the immune system that's attacking you, when your own body is attacking yourself, we need to shut it down so we can allow it to restart again. So prednisone is our #1 mainstay in treating lupus, and we put you on very high doses of it, and it shuts down everything. So it stops the immune system from attacking itself, from attacking your body.
And
Our 80s event.
we did our 80s events, which was our first event, where we had people come out in their 80s gear and
80s hairstyles.
80 hairstyles, 80 fashion. We also had prizes around the best hairstyle or the best fashion for the night. We also had vendors there, small businesses, entrepreneurs to come out and share their product or their business with other people. So it was a networking event.
Okay.
That's one of the things that we pride ourselves on, being a networking brand, because you can't do anything by yourself. You know, it takes a community. And a lot of people are not successful because they're not willing to network.
Right.
You don't know who you could come across. And that's one of the things that we've been so fortunate to have. We can just be having a conversation with somebody and they would say, you know what, I do this or I do that. And you said, well, we can work together. And that's one way of us both being successful.
Right.
You know, so no, we don't have a product, but our product is providing that platform and networking with other people.
Okay. So, in your journeys, with the, I guess, the new wave of natural hair, and how do you fit into that?
Well, we're both natural.
both natural.
Yeah, we're both natural. And that also happened. It wasn't part of the trend.
No, it wasn't.
That's one of the things that we also pride ourselves on. We don't follow trends. We try to create them. But we are natural girls, and on this journey, we came to find out that we don't know everything. So the beautiful thing about this journey is that we were learning together. And it so happened that the natural phenomenon, we will call it, is taking over. Everyone wants to be natural now. So they also have a journey that they want to share. We could all learn from each other. But as far as what products to use, as far as the misconceptions of it being low maintenance, because we know that you don't just wake up and just it's just beautiful.
No?
That's one. No. Being natural doesn't just mean you wake up in the morning and you just shake and then you go. No, there's a lot of maintenance that go into it, especially if you want healthy hair. But not only that, we don't discriminate against other hair textures because we were once permed girls.
That's right.
And that's what led us to this journey, because we wanted healthy hair. But you don't have to have natural hair to have healthy hair.
So what's the difference?
One of the differences is that when you put a chemical in your hair, it changes the natural texture of your hair.
Okay.
And I think that's what a lot of women are now embracing, because your natural hair is beautiful. You just have to know how to maintain it. And that's what a lot of women don't know what to do. Like, it's easy to have straight hair. You can go into any salon and say, I want a doobie set. And that costs $10.
Okay.
When you go into natural hair salons, it's not just a doobie set. You don't just put rollers and go under the dryer and you're done. Mm-hmm. It's a lot more that goes into that.
That's very true.
You know, the shampooing, the conditioning, just pure maintenance. And it's the texture that makes your natural hair, or our natural hair, a wonderful thing, because you could do so much more with natural hair.
Okay. So, you know, we said we did the lupus event.
Mm-hmm.
Are there any other events that you guys have had?
We do a lot of covering other events.
Okay.
We do a lot of covering events. We have another event that's in the work. We don't want to say too much about that right now, because we're still in the beginning stages of it.
We spoke earlier, and you had you did an event with I think you were interviewing a young lady. Mm-hmm. What was that about?
Simsima,
yeah.
Which is also a hair innovator. We, like I said, we love hair innovation of any kind. Mm-hmm. And this young lady came up with one of the greatest innovations of all time. Her hairstyles, the Mohawk hairstyles, if you look at one of the clips that we have, mm-hmm. She created the Sim styles. So what we did was we did an interview with her so that she can tell us a little bit more about how that came to
We are in the East Flatbush section of Brooklyn with the one and only hair innovator, Sim, who has created the awesome styles, the Sim style. She's going to tell us the 411 and get a little bit personal with us. Go ahead, tell us a little bit about how Sim styles came into creation.
Sim styles came into creation about 4 years ago from my tax guy. I needed a name for what I'm doing. He was like, how about Simpson Styles? You're always coming up with weird stuff. And I was like, you know what? I like that. But he gave me like Simpson Styles and he put it with an S. But on my website I have it with a Z because I think it represents me more because it's funky. With an S just seemed boring. But I already had that domain name.
So tell us a little bit about the inspiration behind the style.
Okay, most of my natural up-to-date styles come from God, and I'm not lying. Because sometimes I do it on a client and I cannot replicate it. Yes, it's like, wow, I said I got an idea, you know, it's like, alright, so we'll try it. But if it works, don't work, we trash it. So, that's where most of my styles come from.
So each style is almost like an original, it can't be duplicated.
My natural up-to-date styles, as for like, the full dots and yarn, those are things that are already out. But with me, I like colors. So that's why you see a lot of colors when I do like the yarn and the full dots.
Are there obstacles that you face with women that have relaxed hair, or that's just your preference?
Well, natural hair is what he said to do because I have tried other stuff. I have tried short colors, relaxed hair. It's not about think a Simpsons styles work up to those things. It's like he wants me to focus on natural hair, so now I cancel out doing relaxers. I don't do color service. Anything that involves chemicals, I don't do it. Because my focus is about healthy hair. So I'm about moisturizing, I'm about telling you what can help you grow your hair, because hair for me is an accessory, and I feel like now, like, hair is an obsession for people. Like, they want it to just be long and curly and whatever. You gotta see advertising, but hair is really an accessory. It goes with what you put on, it gives you spirit, it gives you that confidence. So I like that. So that's why I'm just doing natural. Yeah, I don't do chemical service because that destroys your hair. It looks pretty, like color looks pretty and relaxes is pretty. All those things are pretty, but I just don't do it because I want you to have healthy. I want you to be old and have a full set of hair on your head still, not in my chair crying like, oh, you know, I just got a long thick hair and everything messed it up. I just focus on natural hair.
On to our next question. Would you say that this is somewhat of a divine intervention for you, being that you said that this is what he wants you to do? Like, explore a little bit about that.
I would say that. Like, for example, my latest hairstyle was the green yarn with the full locks. That was something that I got in a dream a couple months before. So at the shoot, to see it come to life, like, I wanted to cry. Anytime I see like a hairstyle, anytime I see a hairstyle like promoted, especially natural hair, because natural hair used to be boring. Yes. It used to be so boring where you gotta afro, you gotta clean up a flower, you gotta put a bunch of accessories. But now, like, my clients, when I do their hair, they be like, man, didn't stopping me. People are taking pictures and it feels good. Like, I watch my hairstyles as art and I want people to see it the same way.
Well, I must say your hair is definitely art. And that's a wonderful thing that you were able to come up with this innovation and also contribute so vastly to the hair world. Tell us a little bit about where you see yourself within the next year.
Well, in the next year, I don't know where I'm going because right now God is leading Simpson. He gave me all of this. I didn't want to do natural hair. So I'm following God. When he say, okay, Simpson, we go in this direction, I guess that's where I gotta go.
Crochet braids are trending right now. You know, we also did another interview with Crown by D, which is another hair innovator, just telling how that came into creation.
Okay.
And all of these people are based in the heart of Brooklyn.
Yes.
So that's why, you know, our name is actually Here in Brooklyn. You know, we're trying to put the spotlight on the people that are in Brooklyn and hair innovators that are in Brooklyn as well. So, you know, this is, you know, a lot of talent is coming out of Brooklyn, and that's one of the things that we're trying to feature, you know, and Brooklyn is forever changing as well. So, you know, we're just trying to change along with it, but at the same time, you know.
Well, as you know, the face of Brooklyn has changed. I mean, the old Brooklyn we knew is not what you see today.
Right.
And so in its evolution, we want to be a part of that process.
Right.
And for instance, we have a lot of businesses that started out in Brooklyn that are shut down because of displacement, because of gentrification, a lot of things that was put into that. But what we do is we try to go out to those people so that their business can still thrive.
Okay.
Right.
Now, why here? Why not just wake up one morning and just do your own hair and be done with it?
Hair is everywhere. Your hair, for a lot of people, is your crown.
Mm-hmm.
And it's always changing, and a lot of it comes from an experimental process. Mm-hmm. And as you know, like, you have hair innovators like Lauryn Hill that set trends. You have Grace Jones that set trends, and you see a lot of those trends that are now taking over. You know, the flat top is coming back, like Big Daddy Kane used to wear back in the days, and the Gumby, but they're just calling it something else. You got the South Side fade. So hair is something, our passion and our hair journeys led us to here in Brooklyn. And us being Brooklynites, you don't get no better than that.
Okay. So, at this point where you're at now, where do you see yourself going?
You want me to answer that?
Go ahead.
Well, basically, where we see ourselves going is we're not only trying to do just here in Brooklyn. We see ourselves spreading out as far as we started another project called Beautiful Expressions, where you can express yourself through music, hair innovation, art, culture, photography. So it's like we're spreading our wings. We're also coming out, like we said before, with a product line. And hopefully, you know, just connecting with different people, not only in Brooklyn, but based out in different places where we can probably become a franchise. So, you know, we're definitely, it's taking its process, but we're moving. We're definitely moving, and our name is out there. So, and knowing that we're helping each other and helping other people, it's, you know, it's definitely moving in the direction that we want it to go.
Okay. Now, do you guys, is there a location that you guys have set up?
We're
Go ahead.
a mobile company. So usually people would, in order for people to get in contact with us, they would either email us, find us on our social media handles, which is on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Pinterest. We're everywhere, so people can definitely get in contact with us, and we go to them. Either we go to them, or we meet at a certain location that's best for, you know, both parties. But we are a mobile brand.
And to add to that, one of the misconceptions about here in Brooklyn is that we're stylists. Because our hair is always changing, and we have people constantly stopping us. How did you do that? Oh, I want to do that too. You know, and what we do, the great thing about here in Brooklyn is that we have shoppers that go into these salons and these barbers, because we know that customer service is so important.
Yeah.
And if you can go into a salon and know that you're going to spend your money and come out looking the way you want to, and you don't have to go through the BS, and you get excellent customer service, how do you filter that here in Brooklyn? Here in Brooklyn only works with the best of the best in the hair innovation game.
Okay.
You know, so one of the things that we do is we provide referrals to clients. Once they ask us, how did you get that done? Or where can I go to accomplish the same style that you have? Or I'm trying to look for the style that you put up on your page. Then we would then give them a referral where they can go, they can get that customer service. They know it's not going to break their pockets. They also know that the person providing the customer service or the hair care is going to give them healthy consultation. So we do the filtering process for you, and it's not just us. You know, we have a big team where, you know, they go and they sit in their chair and they don't know that we're coming. You understand? So that's how we collect the data that we need.
So let our viewers know exactly these handles that they can reach you on.
Well, you can definitely find us on Instagram, which is hair_in Brooklyn, and you can find us on Facebook, which is Hair in Brooklyn, Twitter, Hair in Brooklyn, Pinterest, Hair in Brooklyn, and you can also Google us. And if for some strange reason you can't find us, you can always email us at hairinbrooklyn@gmail.com.
Website coming soon.
That's right.
Look out.
So just on a last note, just let the people know exactly what, when they call you, what to expect.
when you call on here in Brooklyn, just know that our goal is to give back to the community. And I think that's one of the greatest things that here in Brooklyn does. It gives back to the community. Is there something that you have, if you have a hidden talent, we want to know about it. You know, if you have a passion, what good is a passion or a talent if no one can see it? So we provide that platform for you. So just know that when you call on here in Brooklyn, there's no judgments. It's a fresh, stress-free zone. And we've already done the search for the best of the best. So you can trust us.
And what are these hidden talents that you speak of? What's one of the hidden talents you come across?
Well, coming soon, and in the works, we have beautiful expressions. And the hidden talents, like my sister touched on, comes from music, art, beauty, and not beauty as
what you would see in a magazine.
Right.
You know, you have your own definition of beauty.
Exactly.
And that's definitely an expression of, you know, who you are. Just a walking form of art.
Yes.
And that's what we want to feature on Beautiful Expressions.
Yes.
You know, just being you and enjoying the skin that you're in and just expressing yourself in any kind of way, whether it's through music or art or culture or photography. These are all expressions, and we want to be a part of that.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so I thank you for coming down and being part of the showcase, and we'll definitely be seeing you soon.
Yes.
Yes, you will.
Hopefully they do something with my hair.
We got you. We got it covered.
So once again, Brother Rashid with the showcase. See you next show.
Hair in Brooklyn is a networking brand that celebrates healthy hair of all textures, which derived from our hair journeys. Hair is everywhere, and of course, what is hair without fashion to create one's personal style? Innovation, creativity, and talents are just a few skills that salons, stylists, and barbers must possess to be featured on Hair in Brooklyn. Hair in Brooklyn prides itself on providing excellent customer service at all costs. We have developed a very good reputation within our community. When we refer, host, or collaborate with anyone, our followers can rest assured we are giving them our best. We review every product and service that is provided. Hair in Brooklyn tries to give shine to the very best in its craft. Whether it be a hair feature, salon, stylist, barber, product, small business, event, or talent, Hair in Brooklyn has you covered.